Okay, today I wanted to show you the installation of a crank protector using a wet application. And this is the same as the frame protection video we posted last week, but this time we may need to use a little bit of heat to help us contour the vinyl around the more difficult areas of the crankface. But using the same slip solution, an old store card or squeegee and a microfiber cloth. And then on the protection sheet, the drive side protector will always be on the left hand side, so that will just help you orientate if you've got asymmetric crank arms. And then obviously the heat gun or hairdryer. So spray down the crankface, spray down your fingers again, so that when you peel it off you don't leave any fingerprint marks on the adhesive side. And then we're going to go ahead and spray down the protector as well. Now, one of the good things about the wet application is you can spend a little bit more time to position the film. You don't have to kind of commit to it all at once. And so if you have to peel it back up, try it again, you can do. But we leave a small margin, so there is a millimeter or two either side to help you get it situated nicely. And then same again, zero pressure with the squeegee and just slowly start to push out as much of that water and air as you can. And then we're going to get to this first indent where the vinyl won't quite sit naturally, so we have to go in with the heat to just help soften the vinyl. And as we heat it, we also dry it, and so then the adhesive can start to stick. So took a couple of attempts here, but eventually it would sit down there nicely. But you can see how using a heat gun can be a little too much at times. A hairdryer is perfect, and so if you're having to use a heat gun, especially if it's not one of these little hobby ones, keep your distance, keep it moving at all times because you can't overheat the vinyl. So it's just a case of continuing to work it. Fingers, thumbs, use the card, whatever you can, whatever feels natural to sort of help just push that water out and get the vinyl to contour around any kind of curves. The second indent here wasn't as difficult. The vinyl sat into that nicely, and then it's just trying to work on folding the edges over. This is where, because you've been pushing the water out, this is where most of it sits. And so and here I just sprayed the surface of the protector again with a slip solution to just help the card to glide a little bit easier. But all the water you've been pushing out is going to sit into those sides, and so as you're trying to then just get those last little bits to stick, it can be a little bit more difficult, but keep heating it, keep trying to push the water out, and eventually it will all sit down. And that's basically the process again. Just take your time, there's no rush, and I think the whole thing took around 10 minutes or so, but yeah, we've got a really nice looking protector on a high gloss finish.